The Niners have to sign an offensive tackle. They might disagree, but I think they know it's a big need. And the reason I say they have to sign an offensive tackle is if they don't, then they got to draft one, because we don't know what's up with Mike McGlinchey. He tore the quadricep off his bone. Not all players come back from that. Some players never play again from that. And even if he does play again, he could miss training camp, preseason, the first month, the first half of the season, the whole season. It could take a long time for him to come back, years. In which case, what is the plan at offensive tackle? It can't be start Justin School. It can't be start Colton McKivitz or Jalen Moore. Can't be that. It's not good enough. You can't do that to Trey Lance. You can't do it to Jimmy Garoppolo. It's not fair. It's going to mess up the whole offense, which is a very expensive, high-powered offense. You can't trust it to these backup offensive linemen. So if they don't sign an offensive tackle, they'll draft one invariably with their second-round pick, number 61. But I'm looking, it doesn't seem like there's any offensive tackles ranked in that area, which means the Niners will either have to find a way to trade up or reach for a player who should probably go 80 or 90 because he's an offensive tackle they'll reach. Is that what you want to do? You know, like you're holding out for this extra draft capital for Jimmy Garoppolo, but the pick you have, 61, you're just going to reach and treat it like it's pick 80 because you have a need? Can't do that. You got to fill all your holes in free agency so you can take best player available in the draft. It's a huge hole. Who are you going to sign that could potentially start 16 games for you at right tackle? That's why I'm surprised the Niners didn't re-sign Tom Compton. You might need him. And he showed that he can execute your run scheme and you can win with him. You were 9-3 with him in the starting lineup, including the playoff games. And you let him go? Okay, so get someone better than him, right? That's what you're going to do, right? You're going to sign someone better than him, right? No, you're not. They're going to sign someone you've never heard of and say, hey, well, we believe in Colton McKivitz. No, you don't. What you should do is sign someone like a vet, Cornelius Lucas, Brandon Shell, Bobby Massey, Riley Reif, someone with starting experience, a vet. Those guys could be even better than Mike McGlinchey. I just gave 4 names: Cornelius Lucas, Brandon Shell, Bobby Massey, Riley Reif. There's other guys too. Sign a starting caliber offensive tackle. Otherwise, this season could get real bad. They could miss the playoffs, and then people would blame Trey Lance. I'll still go back to the Harbaugh years. To me, the reason they missed the playoffs, the only time, 2014 was the one year they didn't have a winning record. The one year they missed the playoffs. Why? Because Anthony Davis, the right tackle, didn't play much that year. And the replacement was Jonathan Martin. Ruined everything. One subpar offensive tackle ruins everything. All of a sudden, the Niners, not only could Jonathan Martin not pass protect, but you couldn't run block either. So the Niners couldn't run to his side. They had to run left all year. Is that going to be the Niners this year? That's how important right tackle is. So they better sign an offensive tackle. They better not let this season come down to how good Justin School is or Cole McKivitz. That would be negligence, gross negligence. You're trying to set up Trey Lance for success. He's cheap. You should be splurging on offensive linemen. You should have 2 starting caliber offensive tackles. You probably should have re-signed Laken Tomlinson or signed some guard. The Niners, we don't spend on guards. Why? Oh, because you're so good at drafting them, right? Like Josh Garnett. All right. Jimmy should have been gone a week ago, shaking my head. Yeah. But the Niners are never going to spend money this year. It's all, they're all saving it for Debo and Nick Bosa. That's a lot of, look, man, I still say the Yorks are cheap. They got a lot of signing bonuses to shell out this year. Big one for Ward. Big one for Bosa. Big one for Debo. It's going to be like $75 million in checks. That's it. They're done. They'll hand out more signing bonuses next year. Your assessment on player development is fair. This whole Jimmy situation was hijacked by Watson being available at Brady's unretirement, Domain Threat says. Well, the Niners probably should have read the room better. I don't know. Figure it out, Parag, or just quit. I still don't see how Parag and John are helping this team at this point. All doom and gloom after we made the NFC Championship game. You say you're not a fan, acting like one right now. We can move Brunskill to right tackle, Jalen Moore to right guard. You want to move Brunskill. He's a serviceable right guard. Now you want to try him in a new position. This is why the Niners have so much trouble on the offensive line. They always like, oh, this guy can play. We'll play him there then. That's a terrible idea. And it's not doom and gloom after the Niners made the NFC. I'm just talking about urgency. This is how Eddie DeBartolo would be talking. It's not doom and gloom. It's win the Super Bowl. Don't miss an opportunity. Don't miss an opportunity. Do you look back at the Harbaugh years and be like, man, that was so much fun. We almost won a Super Bowl. That was great. I loved almost winning a Super Bowl. It felt phenomenal. No. Like, it's painful, right? The Harbaugh years, the memory of those years is actually painful. Why? Giant missed opportunity. Is this going to be like that too? They've missed 2 already. 2 opportunities. Win a Super Bowl. Come on. Don't be content to be the 6th best team in the league. I know you are. I appreciate the $5 though, but come on. Hold these financial analysts that run this freaking team accountable. Ken says Mario Goodrich, cornerback, Kirby Joseph, cornerback, Logan Bruss, offensive tackle, Jaquari Roberson, wide receiver, Jerion Ely, running back, James Mitchell, tight end, Verona McKinley, safety, Luke Gadecki, offensive tackle, is my mock draft in order they can get him. Well, thank you, Ken. I appreciate you going on the record. Gary Dotson says, is Lynch dumb enough to have a quarterback competition between Trey and Jimmy in training camp? I think he would definitely do it. The question is Kyle dumb enough? Kyle, don't let it happen. Because the team will pick Jimmy and you will continue to be a follower and not a leader. Lead.